there.
What's his
Good evening, YouTube.
Take one shot.
Hello, hello, hello. Check one, check two. That's good. Should be coming in, Kenton. What we got? Oh, there we are.
This is my one.
How's it look? I believe it is. How's it look? Almost there.
You want to see my ugly face?
Oh, we can't see you? Yeah. I got you. You go back to your spot and I'll get you. There we go. Cake fart sign is still in there, so that's important. And it's like an HD tonight.
You everyday guys.
All right.
That'll be perfect.
And Molly.
Alrighty.
It is the 200 level live from the garage. First round game, Illinois Xavier, a really fun first half. Illinois leading by 5.5, 40-35. And we have 3 mics tonight. For the first time since, I think, the bragging rights game back in December 2023, we have Andrew Wilson on mic 2.
Mic check.
Yeah, you're on. Yeah,
Carp, thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, I
Excited to be
appreciate it. And Kenton Elmore on mic 3.
Hey.
All right, and are we getting some sound?
Yeah, this is on my.
That's okay. It's live YouTube-age. We have not done one of these since last March. And if you remember last March, the Sweet 16 game we were here. Iowa State, thrilling win, and then Elite Eight. I was not here because we had to take a trip to Michigan. We've not done a garage pod this year. We were going to do one last Friday, but the technology did not cooperate.
Oh, Mike, you had a little moment last Friday.
I did, but hey.
So did Illinois.
Exactly, and frankly, would not have been the most compelling podcast. But I think this will be because this has been a really fun game so far. I think, Andrew, that Illinois looks good. I'm actually impressed so far. Most importantly, I think, with Tommy and KJ and the two-man game they have going.
Yeah, it's been a back and forth first half.
To me, it just seems like if Xavier didn't rim in 3 of those threes, this is a very different game. The fact is, they are a team that's already got a game under their belts. I'm not shocked that they're shooting well from 3. If that does not maintain in the second half, I really like Illinois' chances. Not just to win, but maybe extend the series.
You don't have to.
Ken, you're going to be on chat and stats, right?
Yeah, now Mike, don't freak out.
Uh-huh.
I don't think the mic is going to do anything on YouTube.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
One sec here.
Not to.
No, it's okay.
Not to elaborate on what happened last week, but that's
So
a
they can't hear
latest
us right now?
incident. I think they can just hear us through the mic.
All right, one sec.
Thanks for letting us know.
I see.
Mike believes he is that.
Somebody in chat, let us know if the mics sound better now.
Yeah, we should be good. And if that's the case, we'll honestly start again. It's fine. How's it sound, YouTube?
Let's see. Somebody on YouTube, let us know if the mics sound better now.
Yeah. Check 1, 2. It's plugged in now, so we should be good.
Yeah, the chat has suddenly gone
Oh,
quiet.
man. There was a little bit of lag. Check 2. It should be good because it's plugged in now.
Check 2 working on the mics. Check 2, somebody in the YouTube chat, let us know. Does it sound any better?
I think
Well,
good.
we got early notes that the mics weren't
Yep,
working.
it's good.
And now nobody is saying anything. Is
All right,
that-
here we go. We're going to start again. Fresh start. It is the 200 level Mike Carpenter live in the garage for the first time since the Iowa State-Illinois Sweet 16 game last March. And while this is not maybe as high stakes of a game, it is still a very entertaining one in the first half. Illinois leading 40-35. Kylan Boswell, a buzzer-beating 3. Overall, I think a lot of positives for Illinois in the first half, and Xavier making threes to keep this game honest. They're a tough team, and I would imagine that will be the case. 3 mics today. Mic 1 is me. Mic 2, Andrew Wilson. Welcome back to the garage.
Thanks for having me.
And Mic 3, Kenton Elmore, which our fans are well aware of.
Well, hello.
And Kenton, you're on the chat and stat portion of the podcast.
Yes. Will
Okay.
do.
So we're sounding good, and just YouTube, let us know if there's any issues you have on our end. But I think we figured out the technology issues. So we're about to get underway here, and Andrew, Illinois wins if what? One thing.
If Xavier's big men who are shooting 18% from deep don't keep hitting threes.
Yeah, you mean Swain with 2 already?
Yeah.
Pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Or Dante Maddox having the game of his life.
Yeah.
Kenton, Illinois wins if
If we don't beat ourselves.
Yeah, which for
Honestly,
the most part they didn't do in the first half.
The thing that's weird is, okay, we're up by 5. I'm not trying to be ungrateful, but I mean, let me ask you this question. Do you think after seeing that first half that we're a good match? Xavier's a good matchup for us?
I do.
I still think we're
Yeah.
a better team than them. If we
I think
play
we're
our
a better
best
team. I think we're a bigger team, and they just showed on the stats, and I think this bodes well for Illinois if they continue to just really drive the ball to the hoop, which they've done so well. 10 for 10 from the line, which is phenomenal. And this team's a good free throw shooting team. And Andrew, what I like about this matchup as we get in the second half here is that Illinois' offense has been predicated first on drive. And the threes they've taken, I haven't had too many issues with.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of them are in rhythm. I'm loving the 2-man game with KJ and our big.
Yeah, Tommy is looking really good. I think I said this in the first half to you that it felt like December, KJ and Tommy, just the kind of rhythm they had.
Yep.
All right, we're getting underway here, and fingers crossed that as you're listening to this podcast, if it's tomorrow, you already know that good things are going to happen. We don't know yet. Second half is beginning here, and hello to everybody at YouTube. Keep us posted, and Kenton will be reading your replies in the thread. So a quick foul on Fremantle. So Tommy trying to post him up. The one thing about Fremantle is that he is not, well, he's a skilled big. He's not a big. And Tommy has about 4 inches on him, and a couple decent post-ups so far for Tommy. So we got 19:45 to go. Here's KJ, Tommy, 2-man game,
There it
open
is again.
3.
In rhythm.
all day. Oh.
Look good,
Love the
but no
look.
good. All right, here's Xavier on a break here, and a foul on Tommy. I think only his first, though. So Swain will go to the line. All right, what concerns you, Andrew, as we start the second half? Is there something that you think Xavier could exploit other than just shooting threes? Because, I mean, that's the biggest concern I have.
No, I mean, I want to see how it plays out. I told you, Mike, this morning when we were texting, like to oversimplify. I feel like our success is kind of make or miss. Like we go through these long stretches where we have trouble shooting from deep, and I think we just have to be resilient, keep taking the shots in rhythm that we need to shoot.
Well, it's 40-37. They get 2 free throws there. I said in the first half, if Ben, for example, were to make 2 threes tonight, I feel great about Illinois' chances. Illinois was 6 threes in the first half, 2 from Kylan, but a lazy pass there and an easy turnover for Xavier. And Will,
block. Yeah.
Will
There you
gets
go,
big on
Will.
defense. We got a block and we got a break here. Kylan
quick
over to Trey, corner 3.
transition.
Be there, Trey.
All right.
There it is.
That's a big 3.
Yep.
I have the
40,
curse of the
330.
chat. The chat's a little ahead of us on that. I saw.
Oh, there. Okay, good.
all right.
Ken will get the heads up on
It's
this.
all right.
Off of Xavier's foot. There we go. Yeah, and hey, listen, chat, you can keep us abreast of
Oh,
any
the chat loves
developments.
that they're ahead of us. Yeah.
Okay.
Good for you guys, man.
Hell
No
of a
problem.
block.
That's that Hulu Live for you.
Yeah, good old Hulu Live.
But yeah, the garage is working so far. Apparently,
Go
be there,
pass.
Will. A little bit too deep of a pass. Will trying to regather. Up. Good.
There it is.
Well done, Will. 8-point Illinois lead, 45-37. All right, here is
Let's
Xavier.
open it up here.
Yeah, okay. So we got Xavier, a lot of action on the perimeter. They don't really drive it all that often unless it's in transition. Here's Fremantle. No good, not even close. There we go, guys. 45-37, 18:30 to go. And KJ will bring it across half court.
I want to see us keep playing up tempo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't slow it down.
Yeah, KJ is looking for a lane here left. He's going.
There you. Let's go.
And the foul. And the foul.
KJ with the take and one. 10-point Illinois lead.
You love to see him attacking.
Hell yeah. We'll try not to break the sound barrier tonight on the podcast, but
Yeah. Let us know, Chad, if we're breaking
blowing out your
ears
speakers. What we'll do? You guys won't. Ken and Andrew won't be too big of an issue, but I will try to turn around before I would yell. But KJ with an opportunity for a 3-point play. It's that easy, and he makes it. 48-37, 18-12 to go. Largest lead tonight for Illinois, and if you can just get a stop and stretch this out a little bit. Sounds like a home crowd for
Yeah,
sure
it
in
sounds
Milwaukee.
loud.
Here is Swain. Tommy coming over to help on that.
Oh,
we got a quick buffer.
Mike.
Don't worry. This is the first time it's done it tonight. And they didn't
Stop.
make it. We got to stop. Don't worry. And we got a timeout coming up here. They'll be able to fix it up. Here's Kylan up top.
Get a good
over to
look
Will.
here.
Down to Tommy. Tommy's got size. He's got an
Good move.
That's got to be in the bucket. Come on.
No good. A little short. All right, here's Xavier on the break. Damn. So, 9-point Illinois lead, 48-39, 17-30 to go. Xavier is really good in the open court. All right, here's Kasparas with 17:25 to go, 20 on the shot clock. Looking for the screen. The three is up. No good. Not a great shot. A little bit of, forced early in the shot clock, too. All right, 17:10 to go. Here's Xavier running a half-court set. All right, 15 on the shot clock. Fremantle up top. I forget who this guy is, number 1, but he's driving. Good job by KJ, keeping in front of him. Open three. Nope.
I think
Pump
you want
fake.
it. I think you want him to take that shot.
I think you do. Here's Maddox. Here's
Give
Swain.
it to him here.
No good. Tommy
Yep, we'll live.
just
Come on, Tommy.
gets fouled. All right. I lost my stress ball. Uh-oh. All right, YouTube feed, let us know where you're watching. Brian Barnhart came in and spoke to my class, and he said one of the things that he does on 1400 is he tweets out, where are you watching this game from? So I'm interested where people are, A, watching this game, and B, simulcasting with us.
Well, I will say early, Jacob let us know he's in Milwaukee.
Man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Jacob is at the game. He's doing a little live
Confirmed
simulcast.
huge pro-Illinois crowd.
Silly turnovers, which have not been too big of an issue today, but Illinois with an 11-point lead might get down to 7 with 2 free throws coming up.
All right, we got Danny watching from Mike's garage.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Danny. Appreciate it.
Jason. Jason is posted up at a hotel in Cincinnati. What's up,
Okay.
Jason? We got Terry watching from Monticello, Indiana.
Okay.
Eric's in Chicago, as is Anthony. Both up in the 312 or 773 or the Burbs. I don't know.
Sweet.
But
That's
Sweet home Chicago.
Andrew, what area code is 312? Is that Chicago proper?
312 is kind of
That's-
south. 773 is north.
Broader Chicago, right? Is 312 all of Chicago?
I think 773 is like
Yeah, you don't want to go to Gary.
maybe Lincoln Park, Wrigley.
No reason to go to Gary. All right, Xavier is 4 for 4 from the line this half. It is a 7-point Illinois lead, down from 11. 16:25 to go. Here's KJ.
Get a good look here.
Over to Ben. Ben has not scored, I believe, yet. Here's KJ. Ben will get an open look here. He's got a mismatch.
Good
Peter
pass. Good
There's
pass.
Merez.
The feed and the dunk.
So I was going to make a point of this. We've got Merez and Ben in now, who are two of the only 3 players off the bench we've been. Those are the first points we have off the bench.
Yes.
Ben has not scored yet.
You were talking about in the first half. I know DGL has not scored. Jake Davis has not played, so it's a short rotation for Illinois. But yeah, I think Perez is going to have opportunities here, and that was a great look from KJ. All right, here's Maddox. No good. KJ stayed in front of him. Decent defense. All right, here's Kylan. 15:40 to go across half court. Looked like he wanted the 3, did not take it. He does have 2 tonight. KJ getting the pick from Merez, looking for Merez on the break here, and it'll be off of Kasparas' leg trying to draw a foul. But we go to the timeout. Illinois extends their lead by 4.
Ken, can you see how many turnovers KJ has?
just KJ.
I think
Well,
that's
before you say, Ken, let's guess. I'm going to guess 4.
I was going to say 4 as well.
Ken?
All right, so NCAA.com does not have turnovers in the StatCast.
All right, YouTube, help us out, baby.
What the hell? Somebody with a better StatCast, let me know. How many turnovers does KJ have? As a team, we have 11 to Xavier's 3.
Yeah.
God, if you just clean that up.
I don't mind that one though. Like he's going to the basket.
Exactly. He
He's
was trying to
driving.
foul.
Yeah,
I can live with that.
Yeah.
As
some
we
of the
are-
sloppy passes.
As we're
in the
efforting how many
first half.
turnovers KJ has of the 11, I will let you know that the 200 level is brought to you by Hamilton Walkers in downtown Champaign, Steak, Seafood, and Spirits, Dogtown Heating, Air, and Plumbing, your home's best friend. Give them a call at 217-841-4728. Owen Builders LLC. For any home project, check out a gallery of their work online at owenbuildersllc.com. And finally, State Farm agent Brian Hansen online at brianismyguy.com.
Hey, Brian's my guy.
That's right, mine as well. He's many people's guy, as he should be. All right, so we're going to
Absolutely.
figure out how many turnovers KJ has. But
Eric says
speaking
2,
of,
Ryan says 4.
Speaking of Hamilton Walkers, Mike, I won't name what the bet is, but I hear you have somebody a dinner.
We're
on
paying
Wednesday
it
Yeah,
off.
night.
Mike,
We're paying off the
we
Hamilton
owe a
Walkers bet
couple
Wednesday.
steaks. We owe a couple steaks.
some sloppy steaks. We're going to do it. No, I'm
sloppy
excited. I am basically on a once-a-month Hamilton Walkers routine now, and I love
What's,
it.
I-
what's your,
think that's
what's your
a smart
order at
routine.
Hamilton Walkers?
My
You want
order.
steak, seafood.
Usually steak. And I don't know if this is weird, but I like the twin petite fillets.
I thought you went for the fish a lot at Hamilton
I
Walkers.
did on the night of the book release, where they had a Chilean sea bass, which was
That's
nuts.
a good meal to have on a book release when you're having,
Yeah, I didn't want anything too heavy.
activity. Yeah.
But no. Usually I get steak there, and a big fan of the Caesar salad. A big fan of the family style sides. We usually get the steak fries, which are super crispy, and the old fashioned is really good.
All right,
Really
so
good bartenders there.
Per ESPN, KJ right in the middle. He's got 3 of the team's 11 total turnovers.
3 of 11. Okay. I'm trying to think of the other 11. I mean,
KJ has as
Kylan-
many turnovers as Xavier has as an entire team.
Xavier is an old team. They are also not one that attacks the rim too much, so they don't turn the ball over quite. And like Andrew said, I mean, I do think it's true. Some turnovers you live with.
Yep.
There have been a couple of passes into traffic that just haven't quite made sense.
Yeah. Some of the lackadaisical swing passes are frustrating when those are turnovers.
Now, what we have here on the table tonight, we have a couple selections here. This is a George Dickel collaboration blend that Andrew brought over when Illinois beat Northwestern for their 9th win in the football season. So we brought that back up, Andrew. What is this bottle of Colonel E.H. Taylor that you have?
We were drinking Buffalo Trace whiskey.
Okay.
E.H. Taylor, small
Yeah.
batch.
Yep.
That bottle needs to get killed.
Oh, it shall.
That'll be retired shortly.
I have some
Come on
George.
over here
I
and
don't know
get
if I
some
have any.
Dickel.
Oh yeah. You can try some of this, Kyle. All right, 15-20 to go. Merez with the foul and 1.
Can't jump there.
He
You just gotta
can't
sit
jump
straight up.
He's got. Yeah, that's a rookie move, and this will probably bring it within 6. I mean, we know Xavier's not going anywhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched them play much this year, but I know they're coming in. What, they've won 8 of 9, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
they're
Texas
well
game-
coached. They're an older team.
5
Shoot the
points
three well.
already from the free throw line in this half, and I think they had 2 in the first.
Yeah,
So they actually, I say they don't attack. They are attacking in this half a little bit more, and if they start coupling that with threes, then that is a concern. All right, Will getting pressured up top. That 2-man game with Merez not
Merez
working
was
too
the-
well. Here's Will trying to drive.
That's a foul.
That's a foul. Yep. So this is a lot more foul happy of a half than the first, where Illinois only finished with, I think, with 3 fouls in the first half. Both teams with 3 right now.
Riley's playmaking has come a long way.
It has.
in his freshman season.
Couple missed layups early, but he's started to, I think, settle in a bit. Here's
Good
Kylan.
move.
Nice move, Kylan. Using his strength
Strength.
to go back up 8 with 15 to go. Here's a break.
Wow, it's a great move.
Dante, is that Maddox?
I thought that was Maddox. Yeah.
Or is Maddox? Maddox is 21.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was him.
Maddox is
With the
21 up
left
there.
hand.
20,
Yeah.
20 got that
Okay.
one. 6-point lead here. KJ needs to be careful.
Those are the turnovers that kill us.
Yeah, it's just sloppy. Wow.
Good D.
That's a foul.
Stupid.
Man, Merez got knocked down. 3, no. Xavier doesn't shoot the 3 there. And it's out of bounds, and it will stay with Illinois. It will go to Illinois, thank goodness. Man.
Frantic pace.
KJ, chill. As I'm watching this turnover here, he got mouthed. I don't know. Is that a foul?
It looked clean enough.
But I mean, he gets
He's
into
got to secure the ball there.
and he's getting in a bad position.
Yeah. When he sees the trap coming, just pass out of it. No, that's clean.
Ooh.
Wow.
Nah, he didn't. He did not fortunately hit his head. Okay, good. All right, 52-46. Here's Will. He's got an open lane. Gets it out
Oh,
to
that's
Kylan.
right there, Kylan. Let's go.
Kylan with his third 3 of the night. All right, here is not Maddox. Maddox is 21, so I got to figure out who. Kenton, can you let me know who number 20 is for Xavier?
McKnight.
McKnight, okay, thank you. Oh, boy. Shook in his shoes.
Thought he
Easy
shuffled there.
2. And a quick timeout from Xavier.
It's a good answer from them.
Yeah. Whew. This is quite a frenetic pace.
Frenetic, frantic at times.
Yeah, I didn't see. Did you
Am I
see
using
what the
those
total
words
was?
English teacher.
There we go. I think they're about the same. Well, frenetic is...
Frantic is not positive.
Yeah, frenetic is just like...
Frenetic is
Controlled
neutral,
chaos?
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
So the line closed with us as what, 4.5
4.5.
point favorites?
Yeah.
Did you see what the over-under was?
161.
Okay.
So
We're
it's
gonna
trending
go
that
over
way.
that.
I
161.
mean, the offense has definitely opened up a little bit here. As we got a break here, each break I'll hit up one of the sponsors. Hamilton Walkers in downtown Champaign. Talking about that earlier. We're going to pay off about Wednesday night. Old-fashioned to start. I get medium. Is that lame of me to get medium instead of medium rare for a steak?
Nah, they got good steaks there.
It depends on the cut.
If it's a
Yeah.
good quality steak, you can get away with medium.
I
I
go
mean, I
medium.
never would, but
Yeah.
you'd be fine.
I'll go medium petite fillets. And then, steak fries for the side. I will say every time I go in there, and Kenton, you've seen it, the Tay and Carp talking heads are right behind the host stand.
Oh, the bobbleheads.
No, not the bobbleheads. Are framed pictures.
Oh yeah,
Signed.
the steak. Oh,
Yeah.
and you know what? That's one of the touches at Hamilton Walkers that just makes it a nice steakhouse. That's just a classic steakhouse thing, right? To have the Wall of Fame with all the people that have come in and signed and stuff. And yes, you and your colleagues throughout your career.
That's
many
right.
of them
Harry
on that
Trevor
wall.
up there too. Now, Kenton, what does the chat window look like? Are there any comments specific to the game, or just kind of reactions to things that are happening?
Yeah, mostly just reactions. Somebody said 169.5 was the over-under.
That was 160. Okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
some comments about, the refs are being a little bit too nice to the other team.
You see, I go back and forth because the foul totals were on Illinois' favor in that first half.
Yeah,
but
we
Brad
shot 10 free throws, and I think they shot 3 or 4?
They did, but also at the same time, that seemed to reflect what both offenses were doing. I
Yeah.
think Brad was super pissed.
Yeah.
And what was the call that got Brad so angry in the first half?
That was that an out of bounds call that went wrong, or there was a foul on that.
It was a weak foul call on Morez.
Yeah,
But
Morez
there were like
came,
two, right-
Morez
right
came
sacks.
help
Two in
side
succession.
and maybe slightly tapped the wrist.
Yeah. And he missed both free throws anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brad was super ticked off. What I do like, though, about this game, and why I didn't mind a pissed off Brad and a 5-point lead, this team seems to need any sort of prod to stay engaged. I have no question about their engagement tonight. I mean, they're playing ball. They showed up.
We've said it before with Brad. I mean, he usually doesn't completely lose it, right? I mean, I don't remember the last time has he gotten called for a T this year?
The one that was
Probably.
called in a game earlier, it was at Michigan State. It was not against Brad. It was against the bench.
Okay, and I
So
remember
the last one, I think, Kenton, was the ejection against Ohio State at home, like 3 years ago.
I was gonna say I remember Brad has gotten ejected a couple of times in his career here, but not lately. The point is I think Brad is pretty good at, showing that emotion, getting excited, and using it for a positive, but not going overboard.
Yeah.
He tends to have less patience with the Big Ten refs, and I don't blame him. But in this game, I think his attitude is definitely helping us. It's keeping us on our toes, keeping us excited.
There are a lot of people, I think, that maybe rightly were talking about how Brad was a little too passive coaching-wise, at least the performative aspects of coaching. He was on the bench a lot earlier this year and not up and at them. Oh, nice pass.
Will Riley,
Tommy.
baby.
Andrew, there are a few bigs that are as good a passers as Tommy.
Yeah. He's got great vision.
Sometimes gets a little too creative.
Yeah.
But here's Maddox with KJ on him.
I think we'll live with that.
We will live with that 3.
Yeah.
No good. Illinois chance to extend the lead. 13-10 to go. Here's Will up to KJ. So KJ to Kylan up top. Does not take the pick. He gets the foul on number 2, and that's already Xavier's 5th. What a play here. So I'm watching this. This is Will. Back to Tommy and cuts. You know what? That's also, Andrew, great off-the-ball stuff from Will.
Yeah. Yeah, you give a little signal with the eyes and take a little jab the opposite way, and that's just
That's pretty.
yeah.
Yeah. Illinois has gotten a lot better at cutting, I feel like, the last few weeks, too. And that might be due to health. I know that was a legit thing going on earlier, but
Yeah.
4 straight field goals made for Illinois.
Good
Here's
move.
Will.
Will Riley.
Man.
Will Riley.
There we go. Will Riley, baby.
Those long strides, man.
Oh, my
He's
God.
like he has a little bit of Kevin Durant in him.
A little bit. Well, he's 6'8",
Yeah.
a few inches shorter than him, but as a 2 or 3 in the NBA, that size will play.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I like how Riley doesn't really do anything too sexy with the ball. He's kind of like
Nice.
a straight
All right, here's Kylan on the break. KJ. Oh, out of bounds. Still with us. We got a
thought that
break.
was off KJ,
I did
but,
too. Again, no question though. I know you're trying. Here, take a puff of your cigar. I'm sorry. I keep.
please.
Okay, no. The question I had though was that one right there. If that would have been off KJ, are you okay with that turnover too?
Yeah. I mean,
He's going to the
ideally,
rim.
yeah. I'm okay with that too. Anytime he's attacking,
Oh God, here's Will. I want to watch him do something.
hit that.
Oh, make the 3, Will. Let's go.
Will Riley, baby. 62-48. Oh boy. Star-making
Let's go.
stuff from Will. 12:05 to go. He started 0 for 3, a couple missed layups, 5 for 5 since. After Xavier's timeout, I think Illinois is on a 7-0 run, and they're going to get
Yeah, that
Tommy
got
arms
it.
locked.
I think that was Ben. Was that Tommy?
I don't know.
I think
We'll
it
find
was- I
out, I
think it was
guess,
Ben.
who that was called on. But wow, man.
I think
Will
Ben grabbed him.
freaking Riley.
Riley Coyote.
Cute. I was thinking he's Canadian, Terrence and Phillips style T-shirt with Will Riley on the front.
I'll be the first purchase, Mike, if you make it happen.
I think the thing is nowadays
Coming
I
soon to
can't
the
do that
200
off
level
market. I
merch
need to
store.
get his permission, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, he deserves the money.
If anybody has a Will Riley connection and Mike can get in his DMs,
Please.
please let
Please.
us know how to make that happen.
Ken, anything in the YouTube feed? I mean, it just seems like a lot of
I
excitement.
mean, I got to tell you, I'm loving the fact that I think we're like a full 2 possessions behind them. So
let's see if I
I'm,
can.
no. I am loving it. And Chad, I'm loving that you're keeping me updated here.
You know, a big reason why, Ken, is because this being on CBS, I bet a lot of people are doing antenna.
Anthony
If I had a
says,
better one, I would have done that. But
Anthony says get Icon on that deal. That Will Riley, Terrence and Phillip.
I think that was it you, Andrew, that was asking if Will has any chance coming back? I mean, he doesn't. Or I think Kyle was asking us. He's not. He's gone.
Some NBA team. He's
6'8" with that skill.
Where's he at right now? Is he top 10?
No.
He's
like
first round.
25, 20.
The trade-offs are so interesting, though, because it's like if you can make upwards of $500,000 in NIL.
Oh, he would.
And
He would.
Yeah, and you like the school, and, you know, it certainly seems like he's added weight successfully if it's a calculated play for the NBA and he can add, 10 or 15 more pounds. Build some muscle. Like, who am I to say?
Yeah, but you can also do
was
that really well with Fletch here.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, make a lot of NIL
Yeah.
money.
I would imagine that he could get, especially with revenue sharing coming into play, he could probably get a couple mil. I mean, why not?
I mean, what's an NBA rookie contract if you're getting picked late in the first round?
If you're late
It's
first round pick, I don't know.
That's where he is on the boards, right?
Yes,
Late first.
but
Yeah.
I mean, but this is the exciting thing about March, right? If you were to tell me the trade-off is Will Riley goes off on a heater and leads you on a run, and then that secures him a late lottery position or something. I mean, these things happen.
Yeah.
So here's Ryan's take. Ryan thinks 20s is a little too low for Riley, but next year he could be National Player of the Year caliber, Big Ten Player of the Year, lottery after another year.
If Will Riley comes back, the offseason is an A+ period. I mean, and I do think if Will Riley comes back, a lot of everybody else will come back too. But, this is one hell of a performance from him. And what's really exciting, Andrew, I think with Will, if you look at his dip we were at the bragging rights game. Will was ineffective back then. And then it was really mid-January, there was a game at Michigan State where he scored 22. I think 15 in the first half. Ever since then, this guy is basically good for 15-plus points a game, and he's really efficient.
Yeah.
And it's not just the fact. I mean, he is a good shooter for sure. But you were talking about those long strides and the seemingly like effortless way he can just get to the basket.
Yeah. It's got to be so tough too, because I think he was scoring well against kind of some of the cupcakes early in the season, and then I think it's a wake-up call when you're playing against like
14
grown
lead, boys.
kids, you know, who are 4 or 5 years older. But he's
Merez
definitely adjusted.
Merez damn near tapped that away for a turnover. Here is Xavier with 11:50 to go. Ben
Straight up,
keeping-
Ben.
D.
I mean, yeah, I don't mind. Hey, Ben
Yeah.
played fine D on that.
Yeah,
He made him
stay
work for the
straight
two.
up. Yep.
12-point Illinois lead with 11:40 to go. KJ bringing it across court. Tommy getting a breather here with Merez and Ben out there. Here's Will coming up for it. They switch Swain onto him. He's got more size. Here's Merez to KJ.
Yes.
Good take. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Overall, though, this whole MO for Illinois tonight, go to the rim before anything else.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
Does that work as well if they were to win this against the Kentucky? I don't know, but I know with this size, they are playing, and this is what I think Underwood can be good at, is the macro game plan going in. Sometimes he nails. And this seems
Sometimes
to be
the
one of those.
adjustments is where he maybe
The adjustments are where
struggles,
you want sometimes. KJ, free throws up and good. Illinois, 11 for 11 from the line. Michigan State is up 42 to 33, so they've stretched it out. They were trailing for much of the first half, but Cohen Carr went on a heater. All right, here's KJ. Illinois 12 for 12 from the line. 64 to 50 with 11:20 to go. And here is Xavier with 11:15 to go. Okay. Get there, KJ.
Wow.
KJ keeps
the
it
hustle.
alive. That's all right.
Yep.
Good hustle.
This is danger zone for Xavier.
It is danger
Got to
zone.
keep our foot on the gas.
And just plays like that without
Yeah.
getting too hyperbolic, it tells you they're locked in.
Yep.
They're dialed in tonight.
Danger zone for sure. I got to find who gave us a set. Going
It's almost the second time he
at the
banged his head
last
against the
timeout break, ESPN had our win percentage 95.6.
Well, if Illinois keeps doing what they're doing, they'll be fine.
Well, for sure.
Yep.
But
Here's the thing.
that's confident. I mean, you know.
But
a
listen.
a computer doesn't know everything about Illinois basketball.
Be the Merez.
But
That's a nice move.
That's a great move. I'm surprised Merez did not foul. I mean, he had some good body control there, but a better shot. So 64 to 52 with 10:50 to go. Swain with 17.
How about Oregon up 24 at the half?
Yeah,
Terry
which
with
that
that
was
stat.
a matchup
Thanks,
that some
Terry.
were scared by. Here's Will.
Good take.
the Will
freaking
Riley show,
Riley.
baby.
Holy shnikes. Woo. I'll need another Zyn pouch after that.
So since we're talking about Will and how we would love to have him back, you think, I don't know. I mean, I hope that he's just thinking, help your team win, right? But this gear postseason, you think
Dude.
he's thinking about his
Hell
professional
yeah.
future?
But and maybe not implicitly,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
or sorry, explicitly, but maybe implicitly, where he is thinking, yeah, of course. And what I wondered, Kenton, coming into this tournament, a week off, last Friday was terrible, but I thought, you know what, a reset button is valuable. No good. Get the board. Way to go, Ben.
oh, nice, Ben.
Nice, Ben.
Nice, Ben.
Illinois ball 10-20. I'll revisit
Go,
that.
Kylan.
Fucking.
Go.
Either Ben.
Hit it, Ben.
Damn.
67-52. Here's Xavier on a break. This is going to be Maddox.
Good.
Good job,
Straight
Merez.
up and down, Merez. There you go.
Here's Will. Does he want it? Okay, he's gonna drill back up. 10 minutes to go. Illinois is up
NBA style
67-52.
ISO.
Oh, wiggle.
No, okay.
God, he's got such the body control is ridiculous, man. All right, here is 12 on the shot clock. Kylan going right, going left. Be the
Merez Johnson.
69-52. 9:40 to go. He does have the buckwheat due. Ken, we were talking about Will Riley. His Illinois leads 69-52 with 9:40 to go. We were talking about Will Riley, and I think that the subconscious thing going on is like, yeah, this is a big stage. I thought for him, I thought for KJ, who's been good tonight overall, a few mistakes. But even for Tommy, like these guys, it's a reset button, and now it's just go ball.
Yeah.
I feel like that break, I don't want to say that losing to Maryland was a good thing because you shouldn't have lost by that much. That was an embarrassment. However, it gave them a whole week to just, okay, take a breath. and get healthy and get reps in. And so far, Ken, tonight, it's going swimmingly.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
All right.
All right.
This is from Anthony in the chat thread. Ken, can you read that actually thing that he just sent about
Yeah,
Ben?
so
I kind of agree
sometimes
with
feel
him.
bad for Ben. He seems like a good guy and tries, but still not working for him. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been the story of the whole season. And again tonight, I mean, Ben's done some good things, but
Defensively, he has.
I gotta agree with you there. Ben is he's tough to watch sometimes.
Well, 0 for 2 from 3. He had a weird take on a backing down his defender, and then the booty ball didn't really work for him. It hasn't all year, but good to see Merez getting some easy looks. Andrew, what I like about Merez is how well he moves off the ball for a freshman.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. I love his instincts. I mean, he plays so hard.
He does not play like a freshman in many respects. All right, here is Xavier, and they are trailing by 17 with 9:30 to go. And that one is, long pass, but they retain it. 10 on the shot clock. This is Swain, who's got 17. Merez helping out there. A long 3 from Xavier's up, and it's no good. And no good on the layup.
All right.
Wow,
Good
man.
contest.
Those are gonna
Illinois
have
with
to
a
fall
chance
for
to
them
stretch
if they
this
have a
even more.
chance.
Ben wants
Here's
it.
Ben. Oh man.
Well,
you just got to break the seal, like Ryan says. Get your first Madness points.
you know what? I love the shot because he just shot it with such confidence, but they make their 3. It's a 14-point game. Ben?
14 points or 14 minutes off the bench and no production from Ben.
I mean, he has to shoot that shot. That's why he's in the game. But
Now, Ken, how many fouls does Tommy have? He's coming back out.
Tommy's coming out. Tommy has 3.
Okay.
good pass.
If you need to kick
Kick
it out,
that
Merez.
back out.
Too strong. Will Riley.
So, Merez.
I think Morez is shooting too.
Merez will go to shoot 2, but Will was right there for a putback. Wow. Yeah, man, Ben. Darn it, man. Let's make a shot. Dad gummit.
Gamer dog. Shout out Canada.
All right, Merez. 4 points, 5 boards off the bench. He'll get 2 here.
So
Up and
that
good.
is number 15 on the night. And spoiler alert, Illinois is now 16 of 16 from the free throw.
I like that spoiler alert. So Merez is going to make both of these here. That is, I mean, this team has been a good free throw shooting team all year. That'll play in March.
Usually.
Usually. And the thing is, what I love about it, Kenton, is the fact that they're getting these opportunities because they keep attacking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're playing aggressive tonight, baby.
I sort of thought early in the year Morez would be a liability at the line, but I think he's like a sub 60% free throw shooter now.
But I will say this, though. It was rough early. I like his stroke. I mean,
it's fluid.
It is, and he's actually. I'd be interested to see post January 1st. I know he had the injury with the wrist, but I feel like really in the last couple months he's probably like 70% or so.
Yeah, I'm curious if this summer he works on kind of a face-up game where he can shoot some 10, 12 footers.
Wait, that's all Kylan on that defense right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Merez came out. Tom's still in. We've still only played 8 guys. Something's happening in the garage.
Yeah, no kidding. Trey,
Hit that.
corner 3. Man, Trey has been
back.
hitting those consistently, but Illinois trying to get back on D. Well, was that Conwell or Swain?
I don't think it was
Swain.
Was it?
3, man. He's just on one tonight. 71-57 Illinois with 7:50 to go. 8 fouls on Xavier, only 4 on Illinois. Let's see if Illinois continues to attack here. At least get to the line. I mean, you can do that the rest of the game if you want. Here's Kasparas. Be there, Tommy.
In rhythm. Yes.
Another 3 for Tommy. 74-57 Illinois with 7:30 to go. All right. And here is a take from McKnight, a foul on, and to call it on the floor, or are they going to call that in there? But regardless, Illinois will go to the under 8 immediate timeout, up 74-57. And Tommy with some history. The most 3-pointers made in a game in NCAA tournament history by a 7-foot-plus guy.
That surprises me. It only
he's-
took 4 triples to set
Tommy,
that record.
4
I know.
for 7. From
But if you think about it, I mean, it's
Yeah.
still a relatively new
Yeah.
thing for college basketball, especially.
He's 4 for 7. 4
Man.
for 7 from 3.
Fun night.
His brother can't really shoot from the outside like he can,
He can,
right? Can he?
He shoots
Okay.
like 38%
Okay.
from 3. Yeah. He lost some tick this year at Arkansas as the season went
Whoa.
on.
And the rumor is he might make his way to Champaign-Urbana this summer next
yeah,
year.
there's some murmurings about that.
Yeah.
And I mean, Zavonimir? Who's Reed Timmer?
Reed Timmer's the tornado chaser.
Oh,
Get out of here.
We're talking about Tommy's brother. But no, Andrew, here's
It's a
the
hell
deal.
of a nickname, the Tornado Chaser.
Yeah,
That's what
I mean, my God, it's like
I don't know if that's his name. He's just he's a social
So-
media twister guy.
But imagine for a second if you did have a 3-headed monster in the front court where you essentially just rotate Tommy, Morez, and Zavonimir, I think.
Yeah.
Big Z.
Does that
25
deter-
minutes a game.
I think Morez it bleeds orange and blue.
You
but
only do that if Tommy and Morez are locked in.
yeah.
You only do that those two guys
Because
are
if that in the slightest deters Morez from
No,
coming
screw-
back,
yeah.
I think that's a
no.
yeah.
all right,
I will
so
say
let's-
the
let's-
European connection though is working for Illinois.
All right, so let's reset here a little bit and think. So, per on the mark, isn't it strange the difference between 17-point lead and 14 points? 17 feels comfortable, I would agree. 14 feels like hold on.
Yes, it's weird. I mean, when that 3 didn't go in for Ben, and then they made a 3, it's like, oh God, it's a 14-point game. But the deal is this. I mean, that's still a 5-possession game. 17 is a 6-possession game. I mean, that's really the only difference. But it did, Kenton, feel psychologically different. Maybe it felt exacerbated because Ben struggles still mightily sometimes.
Yeah, I think it comes down to, I mean, with the pace that's been going on this game, and it was in the first half too, right? We
Yeah.
had some of those stretches where the game was just going a mile a minute, but then you kind of take a breath and you're like, okay, well, Illinois is only up 3, Illinois is up 5.
Yeah.
Now it's like we watch, everything's going so fast, you're not really paying attention to the score, and then you're like, okay, hold on a second, we're up 17.
Well, college basketball has followed the NBA trend where almost half of the shots that a team shoots are from deep. So it's like a 14-point lead is not the same as it was maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
I think the big difference here, Andrew, and you mentioned this a couple times on this podcast, I think it bears repeating, is the fact that the threes for Illinois tonight have come in rhythm. There have been a couple heat checks, so to speak, from KJ.
Yep.
Okay, fine. I don't particularly love those. Trey's not hitting his corner threes. He's had a couple opportunities for that. Ben's not hitting his, but Tommy's taking care of that, and Kylan hitting 3 as well has been huge. So, I mean, they're making enough,
Yep.
but the bulk of their offense is coming at the rim.
Yep.
All right, 74-57 with 7:24 to go. 2 free throws coming up for Xavier. I thought that being a shot foul was a bit of a stretch, but we'll see what happens here. They make the first.
Jason Wolf makes a good point here. You know, it's a quick turn game for Xavier. They had to play all out to beat Texas. They're going to lose legs coming down the stretch. They've got 40-plus minutes off their bench. To us, 26. We've only played 8 guys.
Yeah.
And that includes, Dre came in for a minute. Basically, it's been the starters, Ben 14 minutes, Morez 12. So you would think that we would be tired, but
Out of bounds, staying with Illinois because it was tipped. 7:04 to go. Tommy looking for Trey there, or sorry, Kylan.
It's good action.
Yeah, good, really good action. I mean, Tommy has a lot of vision. There's a couple times per game where he gets a little too set on making a pass that maybe he shouldn't, but
Yeah.
man, for a big to be able to do that. Here's Will, and we'll stay with Illinois. 9 seconds to go, tipped out of bounds.
Smitty, I like the suggestion. We'll come back to that.
Okay. I feel like, Andrew, if Illinois just gets another couple buckets here in successive
Yeah.
possessions and a stop with that, I mean, it is the funny thing, though. You're up 16. It's like, just go up 20.
Damn.
Off,
If you're Underwood
Tom-
here, do you want to play a little more methodical, or do you want to keep playing fast? And
Xavier's already playing fast.
yeah,
I don't think you changing what you're doing would be beneficial for this team. I think you just keep doing what you're doing. Do not even think about time yet. That's only under 3.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're up double digits.
yep.
All right, 74-58, 6:46 to go. Xavier 3 is up.
That's not a foul.
Seems weak, but Xavier will have a chance to make this a 13-point game.
I don't like that call.
Ken,
I want to see it again.
What
but-
did you say in the chat thread? Ken?
Oh, so Smitty,
Did he
if
get him
Illini
on the
make
lower
the Sweet
body?
16, then your band has to play 3 songs on live stream.
Oh, well,
Where
we
was
can
the
do that.
foul there? Did he get
like
him?
that idea.
Did he get him on the lower body?
Let it
Or
be
did he
on
get him on the
record.
arm?
Mike
I
says
guess
yes.
arm, wrist.
Kyle wants to pick the songs.
That's fine. You can't call.
Are you sure about that?
Well, they have to be our songs. I mean,
Say
they can't just be any-
Backstreet Boys.
All right, so Xavier has an opportunity to bring this within 13 with 6:43 to go. And, you know, they got it within 14.
Family show, Danny.
6:43 to go. The third free throw is up, and it is good. It is a 13-point Illinois lead. All right, so this is big, Andrew. I think getting a shot here, stemming the tide a little bit. Here's KJ looking for Tommy,
That's
even that
aggressive.
pass though.
and he got fouled.
That's just a high risk, low reward pass.
Yeah, I don't
Problem
like,
here
I
is
don't
this
like
is
that from KJ.
1 for 1. Let's see here. So this is a yeah.
Yeah, adventurous.
Adventurous is the right word for that pass, unfortunately. Tommy will go to the line. He'll shoot 1. If he makes it, he'll get a second one. 13-point Illinois lead with 6:29 to go.
I'm not looking at the chat, and I want to jinx it here, but 16 for 16 from the line so far.
Let's see what happens here. Tommy from the line. It's good.
All right, baby.
Yeah, it just feels like every productive possession just shortens this game.
Yep.
75-61, Tommy from the line. That's good.
All right.
Illinois still perfect from the
18
line.
for 18.
All right, get a stop and a bucket. Stop and a bucket, and you feel great. With 6:30 to go here. Xavier moving quick, expectedly. Here's Swain.
It's too easy.
It's way too easy. Took them all of 15 seconds to get a layup. All right, here's KJ bringing across half court. 25 on the shot clock. 6:10 left on the game. And here's a little action. Going right. He found Tommy. 3. No
I
good.
don't like, you know,
I have no problem with that look.
11-point lead.
it was a fine look,
I
and I liked it, but I think now you start to think about slowing things down a little bit, right?
consider taking a timeout. But you know what? I think what he's gonna let this possession play out. If Xavier gets another bucket, if we don't, and it gets single possession, then or single digit, then you take a timeout. Will's been quiet for a bit. Here's Kylan attacking.
Kylan all the way.
Out of bounds. He'll stay with Illinois.
All right.
And the question is 20 seconds on the shot clock with 5:25 to go. They need a bucket because Xavier does not feel like they're dead yet. All right, here's KJ.
Get this in. Get this in.
What are you doing?
Those are the unacceptable.
That's on,
turnovers
but that's
from
also
KJ.
on Brad for not calling a timeout. And KJ gets the board.
Chill out.
Doesn't the coach have the opportunity to call
Slow
timeout there,
down.
Andrew?
I don't. Would the argument why he couldn't is you can't take successive timeouts?
He hasn't though.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah. No, I think we haven't taken one this whole half.
Yeah.
All right, here's Kylan with 5 to go, 10 on the shot clock. Kylan looking for a pick. He's going to have to chuck it up. Nope. And we'll go back
Get
to
back.
Xavier. It's an 11-point lead and a chance to make this a single-digit game. No good,
great
and
defense.
great job by KJ. Yeah, Brad, call a freaking timeout.
Just settle these guys down.
Call
He's
a
asking, he's
timeout.
calling
Thank
it, he's
you.
Timeout. There we go.
God dang.
Woo.
Pay me $100,000 a year to do that.
Jesus. Thank you. Danny, Johnny on the spot in the chat. Oh, man. Well, no one said it'd be easy. Now, granted, Andrew, you got a little bit of cushion here with the 11-point lead, but what do you want to see after the timeout? Who gets it? What's the best look? And by the way, you're going to be double bonus.
Yeah. I think keep attacking. try to draw something up for KJ going to the rim. The two-man game's been great. I think set a high screen for KJ. Timmy can pop.
I honestly think that Merez wouldn't be a bad guy to play here either.
Yeah. I was hoping to see some Jake Davis tonight, but
I know. Maybe we'll find out
It's
after
probably
he
late
was
for
under
that.
the weather or something. But yeah,
Yeah.
he got no tick. I think Kenton, did Dre get 2 minutes?
Dre had 1. I
Yeah.
mean, we basically played 7 players.
Well, it's that time of year where you can do that. But you're seeing who Brad trusts here. With 4:33 to go, 22 on the shot clock. Illinois needs to attack. They need to draw a foul. They will be double bonus the rest of the way. And if they just keep making their free throws, they should be in good shape. Now, here's Will. So they drew up maybe something for him. 15 on the shot clock. Here's
Yep,
Oh,
that's the look we
Tommy,
want. That's the look I
Tommy.
want.
Nice read.
KJ
Come
does not
on.
quite get the board.
Get hands on it, man.
Stop the ball.
That's our ball. Nope.
I'm going to say it stays with Xavier with 4:16 to go. So Illinois can't quite put this away. I mean, got a good cushion. And it looks like Xavier might score here. I think Illinois will just go with this 5 the rest of the game, if I were to guess. 4:10 to go. Here's Xavier. Let's see how they score. This is Swain again. Up. Down to 9.
Tough call. The right call, but
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we won ice cold here. Okay, Xavier with a chance to make it an 8-point game. Of course, career high for Swain. Why the hell wouldn't it be? 23, 8, and 3. Damn. Michigan State looks like they're pulling away from Bryant, and Oregon is smoking Liberty. Free throw is up and good. It's an 8-point game with 4:04 to go. Scary times here. It was all the way up to a 17-point. Was it 17?
yep.
For Illinois, 1 point. All
I
right.
think it was 17, and Humrickhouse caught a 3 on the wing in rhythm and missed it.
Yeah. So they've outscored you by 9 in the last 3.5. You just got to draw a foul and get to the line. Stop the bleeding here. Here's Kylan. Here's Tommy. He's way out there. Back to Kylan. Over to Will. 3 from KJ. No good.
That's our ball.
What are you doing, Tommy?
Okay, Tommy saved it.
Hit it, Will.
We'll be there.
No hesitation.
Boom!
No hesitation.
Will Riley with the 3. Massive. Holy crap. 3:20 to go. Xavier on the break. Will stopping the ball. Get a stop, guys. Here we go.
Good hands.
Go, go, go! Yes! Yeah! KJ with a steal in the layup. TJ-esque.
Wow.
All right.
Get another stop like that.
13-point Illinois lead. You can hear the crowd going nuts.
That was a Tommy!
Block for Tommy. Illinois responding beautifully. Illinois with huge stops.
And now you chill. Now you chill. I love this. I love
wow,
this.
what a response, man.
Easy
That
does
is
it the rest of the
huge.
way, boys. Easy does it.
2:35 to go, KJ.
Tick, tick, tick.
Over to Kylan.
Go, let's go.
10 on the shot clock, getting the pick left. Ben, you got a shot, baby. Be there.
Will grabbed him.
But it will. Oh, my God. Merez, you just start chucking. Wow.
Mike, the chat is so ahead of you.
Oh, yeah?
I just was like, Sandy has call coming up. And then like 10 seconds later, oh, share.
Illinois with a huge response there. It was down to 8, back up to 13. That got scary, Andrew.
Yeah.
I got to say, though, for a young team that has not been in a tournament before, to respond like that with 4.5 to go.
Yeah.
From the 4.5 to the 2.5, it's a really good stretch there when they need it.
Yeah.
Man.
What an electric game. This just
It's been
is
fun.
not- this is not the type of basketball we've seen from this team this year. I mean, we've certainly had great games. I'm not trying to say that we've been. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just this is just different.
Has
And-
Ben scored?
No.
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 We nobody on the bench but Merez has any points.
I think that's where. Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. What I'm most impressed by, Kenton, with this game is that you had Xavier coming off a first four win. In NCAA tournament history, since the first four started, there's been one first four team to advance at least to the second round. UNC didn't do it today. The only other opportunity was another 11 seed, and that'd be Xavier. So you have a chance to buck the trend here. But not only that Illinois came out with the aggression that they've had. And yeah, there was that scoreless stretch, or the 11-2 run by Xavier, but to respond like that, and then for Kasparas, to get the steal and layup, the Will Riley three, come on.
Yeah, I mean
That frickin' dude.
It's what we hoped we would see from this team at this time of year. They're playing good, high energy March basketball, right? And it's not perfect. We've had, where are we from three? I mean, it's been the way all year. We shoot a ton of threes and we don't make them all.
Well, yeah,
we're 11 for 28 tonight, so I mean that's
You'll take it.
fine.
What is that, 35% about?
39.3.
That'll do. Yeah. You'll take anything 35 plus.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying there's just something about the pace tonight. I mean, even the games where we've played really, really well, I feel like that has been maybe more. I don't want to say controlled, but it just maybe it's because this is a tournament game. I don't know. This is just a more exciting game for the highs and the lows than any other game that I can remember this season. I mean, even when it got close there for a minute and it was bad excitement. This is still just like there's electricity to this game.
Well, that you're matching, you're exceeding in some ways the intensity from Xavier, which was going to bring that. My concern coming in this game, it was the first 4 minutes. Like if we look engaged, it's going to be a good game. And I like our matchup. But it was only a question mentally with this team because I thought the physical matchup was perfect for them. And so far, is boded a word? It has bode. It has bode very well for Illinois. Now, an opportunity here, will it be... Xavier's going to the line. A 1-and-1.
I'm looking at some of the stats in the corner of my eye. March is so much about guard play. And KJ's obviously played well. He's 16, 9, and 7. Is that right, Ken?
Yeah, KJ 16, 9, and 7. You're right.
There we go. One miss for Xavier. Every point matters now with 2:20 to go. If Illinois can get one more bucket, you feel pretty good.
How do you think about? I don't want to look forward to the next round yet. We have 2 minutes to take care of.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not that superstitious.
Yeah.
But, what the hell?
All
right. So Xavier,
we got Will Riley coming up, boys.
Oh boy. Kasparas is going to find Will for an open three, I believe. Oh boy, here it comes.
That's a risky pass again.
He's going to make it.
Oh!
No, well,
Thank you, chat.
Who called that?
Thank you, chat.
This kid is a killer, dude. Holy moly.
He got fouled too, right? Yeah, he got fouled.
Oh, another? You get a foul?
Did they not call a foul on
No,
this?
I think they just were. Well, I don't know. Did he get fouled? Oh, yeah, they just checked if it was out of his hands.
Oh, okay.
Unbelievable, man. Will Riley, how many points does he have,
Hit him
Ken?
right on his elbow. Come on.
He's got
Dude.
What is he at?
84, 69, 145 to
22
go.
if they haven't updated it yet.
Here's Swain, 3.
Let him do it.
You know,
Swain.
it's not going to be enough, but Swain leading all scorers.
How many?
Does he have 27 now?
Jeez. Oh, my God. Coffin corner, but Illinois breaks it.
Might be 24.
Good job,
Might
guys.
be.
Okay, well done. Trey's a ball handler, too. Pretty good for his size. 125 to go. They're going to run this down here. If they get a bucket, it is over.
Yep.
All right, here's Kylan with 10 on the shot clock coming up. 1:15 in the game. He finds KJ, who I think wants this 3 here.
There's some KJ ball. I don't mind that shot.
Nah, it's
Come
fine.
on.
Don't foul.
I do mind that, though.
That's dumb. And I like Trey, but that's stupid.
Go to the hole. Put Perez in. Go to the hole.
All right,
We'd
so
love to
as-
see Riley touch the ball there too.
Yeah. 22 for Will, 8 for 11 from the field. Swain with 27. You somehow have so far been able to withstand that. And here is... Not sure who this guy is here, but he makes the first. There will be an 11-point game with 1:07 to go. Michigan State definitely pulling away from Bryant right now. They're up 16 with 7:46 to go. Oregon up 31 against Liberty. All right. Free throws up. No good. Illinois gets the board thanks to KJ. Well done, KJ. He saved that possession right there. All right, a minute to go. Kylan brings it across half court, and they are not fouling. Wow. And at the moment, everybody, it looks like Illinois will advance to the second round. Sean Miller is calling off the Dogs. Here's Will. Take it, Will. And a putback from Tommy.
There we go.
Illinois up 86-73. We'll talk Kentucky here in a second. Andrew. Here is Maddox back to Fremantle. The three's up, no good. Illinois will get the board, and they will dribble it out and win 86
All
to 73.
right, ILL.
They covered by quite a bit.
Yeah.
Good hustle. Good hustle.
Man.
That was an impressive win.
I'll tell you what. So, basically from 5 guys, right? I mean, you know, credit to Merez for playing a role, but Tommy 20 and 10, KJ 16 and 10, 2 double-doubles. Will added 22 points. Kylan had 15. I mean, that...
Your 4 best were your 4 best.
Come on.
All right, let's-
Yeah.
can we
There's
talk-
not
can
a
we talk
lot.
Kentucky now?
Not a lot you can complain about there.
You want to talk Kentucky?
I'm ready.
I think it's a good matchup.
I think it's a great matchup. What adjustments do you make if you're Underwood?
Well,
Based on what you've seen tonight, and then obviously the matchup.
they're talking to Will right now. He said hesitant at the start. 18 points in the second half for him.
Smitty, yes, I do believe Maddox Jr. was recruited by Brad.
We're going to go on a run. It's great. Love this kid.
He's a babyface killer, man.
Get a good look at him, boys. Get a good look at him.
Sorry, Will's talking. That's why I'm silent right now. Dead air on the 200 level.
Will's a little side mouth talker there, you know.
You know,
I mean, you got to think the turnout. You got to think the turnout. I mean, because
It'll be an Illinois crowd.
Yeah, I mean,
there'll be Kentucky fans there, but it's going to be 75% Illinois.
yeah.
Yeah, what the hell, dude? I mean, it's okay about the Kentucky matchup. Here's the thing. They do have good bigs, or solid bigs, but I do think that with Tommy and Merez together, you can combat that. I think Ortega,
Yeah.
their wing,
Yep.
good size. You would hope Trey can match up pretty well against him.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Lamont Butler, even against Troy today, ineffective at point guard. He has a shoulder injury. He did play, but he's not scoring. He's not facilitating quite as well. So it was an impressive opening win for Kentucky, but this is more impressive because Troy is not Xavier. So overall, yeah, Andrew, I feel good about it going into Sunday. And I think that if you play like you did tonight, you get a win. I think it really it's that simple. And you did so, Ken, you were talking about the stat sheet. I mean, without Trey doing a whole lot, without Ben scoring, I mean, if Ben, I'm going to make it really simple. If Ben hits like 2 threes on Sunday, you win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't even you maybe don't need that, but it's just those little things that will push you over the edge.
Should Jake Davis eat into some of those minutes? I feel like if Hummerhouse isn't scoring,
I don't know,
Davis
man.
brings
The
more
size-
to our offense in terms of being able to do things without the ball.
I think Ben will play because of the size of Kentucky at the 4 and 5 position.
Yeah.
So he can at least have a puncher's chance on defense.
Yeah.
So I think Ben will get another 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then
I'm
it's up
with
to him
you,
just
man.
making a few.
I'm with you, Andrew. I think find a way to get Jake in and do something. I mean, look, you scored 86 points with only 6 points coming off the bench. So in some ways, you got to say, look, I mean, your 5 did it for you, so ride them.
And they will.
But
Because they have a whole week to rest after that. If they advance,
Yeah.
they got a whole week.
yeah,
No, I mean, here's the thing. What I like, Ken, I like the short rotation. And I love the fact that your stars are stars right now.
Yep.
And to me, as good as Will was tonight, KJ is the story because I thought he's been so bad for the last month. He was good. And yeah, he had a couple KJ moments.
Yeah.
But he had a couple other, like, But then to see the steal and the layup to put that game away, essentially.
Yeah.
We'll hit the 3 to put you back up 11, and then the steal and the layup put you back up 13 with like 3.5 to go, and that was the game. And kudos to Kasparas, who, let's go down the stat sheet real quick. Not a triple-double, Kenton, but very balanced, right? 16, 9, 7.
He was 1 rebound away from a triple-double.
So what was his totals?
Yeah, KJ had 16, 10, and 9.
Holy crap.
I said I said as soon as we tipped and he grabbed the first rebound, I think KJ might get a triple-double tonight. He looked like he was ball hawking.
He was locked in.
And
Right down there at the end, Tommy needed 2 late rebounds for his double-double. KJ had his. But I was looking at that. If KJ could get a couple garbage rebounds, then he was gonna have a crap. Now I can't remember his name. Who had the triple double for us in the tournament last year?
Oh, Damask.
Yeah, Marcus Damask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's right. That's impressive, guys. I mean, overall, you go into this game, you just hope that Xavier doesn't have too much heat on their side after winning that first 4 game. Sean Miller, great coach, very old team. Illinois was the much, much younger team, Andrew. It didn't matter. Talent wins.
Yeah.
Ultimately, they got plenty of it.
Yep. Yeah.
You feel good about Sunday?
Yeah. I mean, I like our draw in general. I think Kentucky will be tough, but I think we have a chance.
I think worst 50-50 shot. I think it's a good matchup.
So from Bendy in the chat, Kenny, Chuck, Ernie, and Clark talking about the Illini looking excellent in March. Does it get any better? Now, hopefully you don't. I got to make the point. You were saying this off the air before this. How much college basketball do these guys actually watch?
Yeah. Yeah.
They watch
Hell
one
of a
game.
gig.
But
Look, I hate to be the guy that says, like, look, these guys do not know the total story of Illinois basketball, right? As us fans, right, we say about the football team, too. It's like, oh, yeah but we have the lows, too. And these guys see us play arguably one of our best efforts of the season, so,
Yeah.
And, they're all over him now. They're like, oh, this team's
But
so
hey,
great.
shout outs from guys like that, they matter.
Oh,
you know, it makes you feel good, and that's okay. I mean,
Well,
if
and when
anything,
and again, to go back to what we were saying earlier, when you're a guy like Will Riley, and you don't know what he's thinking about in terms of next year. Hopefully, he's not thinking about anything besides Sunday.
it didn't sound. I mean, in his post game, it certainly did.
Is Underwood about to run into the locker room?
I would assume so. Yeah.
Maybe a super soaker in hand. You play in 48 hours though, and we're obviously going to celebrate, but I think I wonder if the temperature will be different in terms of a little bit of poise, in terms of celebration.
I think so. I think Andrew, this team is like, we are excited because they didn't lay an egg, and they look good, and they look like the good version of this team. I think everything that Will said, Kenton, afterwards. I mean, this is about a run. Like, the dude wants to be a lottery pick. There's no reason he can't be if they go on a deep run. So I think they go hand in hand. I kind of like how they do. So, yeah, the Big Ten, as our friend Steve here noted, is undefeated in the first round of the NCAA tournament. And
How's the SEC doing, by the way? I know that they have
they had
about
14
19 teams.
freaking teams.
Yeah.
But, hey, not only is the Big Ten undefeated, they haven't really sweat out any game. And you could throw Michigan in there last night. It took a late 3, but you know what? They were controlling that game.
That's...
Okay, so that's tomorrow's schedule.
Damn.
They will release the Illinois game time after all these games are complete tonight, which should be soon. So we'll probably know in the next half hour what time Illinois will play Sunday.
Back in the garage on Sunday, Mike?
You're going to be here, right?
Oh,
I'm not going to. I'll be right here. Andrew, you won't be here. I mean, you can text.
Can try to reconsider.
Come
some
on,
of the
man.
plans.
What if we got an 11:35 tip?
I mean, I would have to make some
All right,
arrangements.
here we go. If somebody in the chat, you got any pull with the
Yeah,
it's not
you need
the
to.
selection committee at this point. Whoever sets the schedules.
Well, that was fun. Illinois wins. What was the final score again?
86-73.
86-73. The 86 is impressive. Honestly, the 73 is not too bad either, considering what Xavier was doing offensively. The threes they were making, some of them contested, some of them bounced in, and it didn't matter. Illinois advances to the second round of the tournament. Kudos to this team. Props to Brad. And I want to say one thing, too, Andrew. 4 weeks ago, 4 weeks from tomorrow was the Duke game.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
To overcome that.
Yeah.
I know Duke is Duke. I thought that was maybe it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
props to this coaching staff and the players for just not getting shook by that to the degree that I did.
Yeah. And to Underwood's credit, I feel like he builds these resilient teams. He kind of front loads the schedule with really tough opponents.
Yeah.
He's definitely starting to do that a lot.
I think that's the Tom Izzo recipe for how you have a tough
That's
team
the
at
way
the
to
end of the
go.
season when it counts.
Yeah.
Now let's set some expectations here. We've already talked about Kentucky and what we need to do to win, and this is going off of what Curtis just put in the chat here. Curtis says house money versus Kentucky.
No.
I think if you look at, because we've talked about this, right? The ups and downs of the season, and again, like you think about where we were after that game at Madison Square Garden against Duke, and all that. You're just thinking, man, this team. If you're going to have the storybook of this season be positive, you're going to have to make up for some really, really bad lows in March, right?
Kind of felt that way.
I think, again, I don't want to be a contrarian. I feel like this is when it's an awesome night for Illini basketball.
Yeah.
You got to beat Kentucky for this season to be
Good.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. We say that. It is relative to... I give Brad Underwood props for changing the context of this program. But Brad Underwood doesn't think about John Gross. Therefore, I'm going to stop thinking about John Gross too. Brad Underwood is living in this context he created. He talked about national titles and stuff, and I love that ambition from him. I believe that he truly has one goal in mind, win a national title at Illinois. That's his goal. And I think that he gives you a good shot at doing that because of the talent he can bring in, despite other questions I might have. But, Ken, here's the deal, and I think you're right. For us to look back at the season as, hey, that was a damn good year. Make the second weekend. And it's a good matchup. It's going to be a home crowd. You got to really get – I mean, when those pairings were announced, I'm sitting with our buddy Nate in Austin at a bar watching on his phone, and when the pairings are announced that it's in Milwaukee, that you're a 6 seed versus a play-in game, that the 3 seed is a Kentucky team that's banged up.
And the 2 seed is Tennessee, who were
You lost by
a mental
1 or 2.
breakdown away from kind of
Yes.
winning that game. So
And that
that
team
was
was-
a coaching mistake away from
That, well, yeah, you call the timeout, but also the fact that I don't even think that game. I remember watching and thinking, how was Illinois?
we weren't perfect.
I didn't think
we
so.
played better tonight than we did. at that game.
100%. And Tennessee's been Tennessee. They've been a consistent top 10 team. When this team is at their peak, they look like a top 10 team. And tonight, I thought that they basically did against the Xavier team that brought it and made some shots. Maybe they lost their legs late a little bit, and I'm just really impressed with this team's resiliency, and I did not think that would ever be a statement I would say after what we saw 4 weeks ago. All right, well, we're going to go enjoy the rest of the night. Andrew, appreciate you hopping on.
thanks for having me as always, Carp.
Absolutely. We got some whiskey to drink, Kenton. Appreciate you.
All right. Yeah, always a pleasure.
I mean, you'll
See
be
you
back
on-
Sunday
see you
for
on
sure.
Sunday.
We'll see if we work on Andrew. And we got the Peanut Gallery back here. Hopefully we get them back
Yes,
too.
Peanut Gallery. We love you guys.
Hey, another good weather day on Sunday too, Kenton. So we'll have the heaters on if we need them, but I mean, it'll be a beautiful day. It's March, and Illinois is still
It
alive.
is.
And
love
what I
it.
love about it, Ken, is all day tomorrow watch the other second round games. Much happier. You know that you got yours coming up. If you win the second round game, one of my favorite parts of tournament action is getting a whole week to look forward to your next matchup. It's the best. Let's hope they can do that.
So real quick, let's indulge Ryan here from the chat. McNeese versus Purdue tomorrow. Thoughts?
Purdue.
Lot of buzz on McNeese. You think Purdue?
I know it's an easy upset pick. I just think that Purdue with their experience. Boring pick, I know.
Well, look at what the Big Ten's been doing, right? Wouldn't it be strange that the first Big Ten team out would be Purdue by getting beat by McNeese?
But hey, honestly, if I were Purdue, I kind of would have preferred Clemson versus McNeese only because those upstart teams and Will Wade is a freak. I mean, I know he was known as a kind of slimy guy, but really he was just doing NIL before NIL. So I don't dislike the guy that much. But no, I think Purdue. Andrew?
I just love the McNeese State manager, so I'll be pulling for them. But
Where's he going? NC State?
Will Wade is going to NC State, yes.
yeah,
I know the narrative around that's been all over if you've been, if you've had your volume on while watching these games. But I do think that that's a really weird kind of situation. I mean, you can't not tell your guys when they are going to be able to figure that stuff out. But
Honestly,
talk about
plot twist, I think he did. And I think most of those McNeese State guys are like, well, hell, I'm not going to be here next year anyway. I think 10 years ago, the coaching change, like we dealt with it with Self way back in the day, it hurt us. Nowadays, I think the transience of players, he's just going to go and like, hey, guys, just let you know.
allows the coaches to do
This is my last ride with you guys. Let's go take care of it. I think, if anything, it's a little bit freeing for them.
Well, I just think
and
it's
that's why they
fact-
played so well against Clemson.
I just think it's the fact that, coming down the stretch in your season, you're preparing for a tournament and all this. In the meantime, instead of 24/7 thinking about the team that you coach right now, you're off making a deal, to go to another school next year. He's going to have expectations there at NC State, in that conference, Duke, North Carolina. And, all in the meantime, they went out and they had arguably the biggest upset of the first round.
He's at a decent basketball school in a very bad conference right now. I think Will Wade's going to be A-okay. And he'll probably bring half the McNeese roster with him. We get to be back Sunday, right here in the garage, hopefully to make a Sweet 16 for the second year in a row. That
Looking
is the
forward
hope.
to it.
That's the plan. I feel good about it. For Andrew Wilson and Kenton Elmore, for Hamilton Walkers, Dogtown Heating, Air and Plumbing, for State Farm agent Brian Hansen, and for Owen Builders LLC, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate everyone in the YouTube feed. Thank you guys for joining us this evening. Have a good rest of your evening, a celebratory beverage, and a good night's sleep. We'll see you Sunday right here in the garage for the 200 level.
Cheers.
Matt Lindsay.
Thanks, everybody.
Carp looks Roger Klotz. Matt Lindsay. Nice.